Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Shai Hashem Kakudat. Shalom to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm going to make this real quick and I'm going to entitle this video. Even Bishop Nate knows that there's a digital money system coming because he taught it recently and we, took advantage of the fact that he said that. Remember, if you go back 12 years ago, you go back to like 2014, he was saying it has nothing to do with money. It's sin in all of its forms. At first he said the MOTB or the Revelation 13:16 is not talking about people, it's talking about countries and companies. But he fails to go to the 17th verse of the same chapter, Revelation 13 verse 17, where it says any man. And when it says any man, it's referring to men, women, and children that do not have a mark and not, go out to buy and sell. Now he's through the years he's slowly been changing the doctrine, adding more to it. He never said it was a money system. Now he says it's sin. And you got to sin when the white man tells you not to sin. You got to stop sinning. If you keep sinning, you can buy things. If you stop sinning, you can't buy things. And it's going to be now. He recently said, as of a couple of weeks ago, let's say, maybe months ago, he said everything's going to be digital. And then he says that's how they're going to make you sin through the digital money. So he's all over the place, and it really sounds. It makes him sound like he's stupid, and he's just making it up as he goes along. And he knows that and I've been saying this quite a bit for the last, month, couple of weeks. Bishop Nathaniel knows that we are 100% right as far as the mark of the beast is concerned. Let me say that again. Bishop knows that we at GMS have the 100% truth as far as the microchip or the MOTB is concerned. He knows it. So now let me just go ahead and play this. This is fair use, fair use, fair use. This is live right now. I believe this is a premiere. Yep, it's a premiere. So I'm just going to play this. This is Elon Musk. It says, this is put up by GMS Inquirer early. 2, it's just paper with people's faces on it. #dollar, #worthless. And the elite, they know that this is the fulfillment of Revelation 13:16. They know that. The thing is not to tell you about it. Let's go.
Long term, I think money disappears as a concept, honestly. It's kind of strange, but in a future where anyone can have anything, I think you no longer need money as a database for labor allocation. If AI and robotics are big enough to satisfy all human needs, then money is no longer, its relevance declines dramatically. I'm not sure we will have it.
That's really interesting. So what he's saying is in the future.
He's saying it like we're not sure. He's sure. He knows that the company that he purchased, Neurotech puts brain chips in people. He knows, but he's acting like he doesn't know. He knows that he's part of the fulfillment of the mark of the beast being put in your forehead. And that, by the way, that was a company that he purchased. He didn't come up with this. The whole concept of the electric car, the Tesla, he had purchased it. I believe he purchased everything. He didn't make this stuff up. He didn't create the car. But somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I do know that Neurotech, he had purchased, and he worked on pigs. He's putting brain chips in pigs. And as of a couple of years ago, he's been putting brain chips in humans. So he knows that the part of Revelation 13 where it says right hand or forehead, he knows that he's fulfilling that prophecy.
There will really be no cash per se or no monetary system. However, we will have a store of value, surely. What's interesting on that level is Elon's talking about no monetary system. We could have anything you possibly want. I wonder, does it actually mean anything? Can we just go and say, well, we want a Lamborghini and we want, a brand new house anytime we want? What I do...
If you got the credits, if you got the digital money, you can. It's just like anything else. It's just like anything else.
No, is that the governments, I believe, will slowly start moving towards a universal basic income. What I think will happen, it'll be the haves and the have-nots. The haves own the Bitcoin and the have-nots do
It's
not.
just money. It's made up. Pieces of paper with pictures on it so we don't have to kill each other just to get something to eat. It's not wrong. And it's certainly no different today than it's ever been. 1901, April 7, 29, 1930.
Like 10 or 20 years, it won't matter.
I'm
Either
going to play it again. 'Cause this is the part I wanted, just with Elon.
One side recommendation I have is don't worry about squirreling money away for retirement in 10 or 20 years. It won't matter.
either we're not going to be here, or
You won't need to save for retirement. If any of the things that we've said are true, saving for retirement will be irrelevant.
the services will be there to support you.
Because their plan is to give people UBIs. If AI is going to do all the work, and they're going to kill off a lot of people because they don't need them. They call useless eaters. They're going to give them UBIs, universal basic income, in the form of digital credits. And from what I heard, from the information that I gathered, that you're going to get, well, it's going to work out with $2,000 a month. So that's $500 a week. Whether they're going to tax it or not, it's coming from the government. I don't know how they're going to tax something that they, like welfare. Why would they tax welfare? But you're going to get $2,000 a month. You might say, oh, I'm going to save $500 of the $2,000 every month so that in 10 months, I'll have $5,000 or whatever the case may be. But the way they plan to issue it out is you get $2,000 a month. You got to spend it inside that month. So at the end of the month, your credit goes to zero. So if your credit goes to zero in 3 weeks, you're asked out for that last week. So you can understand. Oh, it's coming. And like I said, Bishop Nate sees it now. He just doesn't have the cojones to admit that he was wrong.
You'll have the home, you'll have the health care.
Long term, I think money disappears as a concept, honestly. It's kind of strange, but in a future where anyone can have anything, I think you no longer need money as a database for labor allocation. If AI and robotics are big enough to satisfy all human needs, then money is no longer, its relevance declines dramatically. I'm not sure we will have it.
That's really interesting. So what he's saying is in the future there will really be no cash per se or no monetary.
Well, he said he thinks, he knows. He definitely knows. Anyway, what scripture can I give you? Revelation 13:16, which we know by heart. And the 18th verse is based upon the three sixes, 600, 3 score and 6. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Give me a second. Let me just do this. Because I'm going to show you something about the 666, 3 sixes. Bear with me for a minute, y'all. GMS was 100% right. Here it is, Galatians 6 verse 7. This is a statement that Paul made, 17 rather. From henceforth, let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of Yahweh, the Lord, or Kairos, Yahushai. The word here, kairos, is the word superior. My Lord, like my landlord, Yahushai. This mark right here is an invisible mark. It's called a stigmata. Let me go to this. Okay, bear my party, the marks. Let's go to the marks. The marks is stigmata. Or stigma. Let me see if this is found here. Okay, so the word is stigma. Stigma. From a primary stizo to stick, i.e. prick. Now you can get sticked or pricked with an actual thing that goes inside of you, or stigma is also a reputation, like a woman in a project. That woman's the biggest hole in this project building. Nobody's put a stigma on it. They put an invisible stigma. You know? I'm trying to find this. Okay, stigma. Stigma is, let me do this again. I didn't even read this part. A mark pricked or branded upon the body. It could be physical, like the chip, or it can be somebody gives you a bad reputation. The ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name of the stamp of their masters, and that's going to happen today. That digital microchip is going to be a master's brand, or commander branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. So you're going to be belong when you get that chip. You're going to belong to the newer order. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. So the word there is stigma. Now I'm going to show you something. And we went through this years ago. Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 60, which is 60 and 6. Let me open this up. We went through this many, many years ago. This is another way to look at the mark of the beast. It says 600, 60 and 6. Let me let you hear it.
Strong's G 5516. Chi, Xi, stigma. Chi, Xi, stigma.
Chi, Psi, stigma. This is for stigma, which is also the mark. Let me just try something. Let me see if it comes up if I put it in the Greek. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Let me do it this way. Let me see something. I don't want this. Okay, let me do it. Let me try it this way. There you go. Size, chi, size, stigma, 6. An absolute letter symbol. That's a symbol for stigma. Greek abbreviation listed as Strong Concordance number G, which is Greek 55516, representing the number 666. The last 6 is a stigma, which is the mark. It appears in the book of Revelation 13 and 18 as the number of the beast. The abbreviation combined 3 Greek letters used as numerals. So Greek is like Hebrew. Hebrew has a numerical value, so does Greek. The Greek language, Greek writing also has a numeric value. Here we go. Chi, Psi, Stigma, 666. So like I said, Elon Musk knows full well, he's not saying, I think we're going to have a cashless system. No, he knows. He knows. They know that when they chip everybody, they know that's the mark of the beast. Now, if they were to tell people, oh, by the way, this is the mark of the beast, you're going to have backlash from that. You're going to have people, religious people, that say, no, we're going to take it. But if you don't tell them that, and then you have people, rumors about it, they're going to say, don't listen to those rumors. And they're going to, I believe, matter of fact, I know, they're going to have pastors that are paid off. So if anybody says it's the mark of the beast, the pastors is to tell them no and rebuke them. Because these people, the people on this planet, they don't understand the scriptures. The only ones that understand the scriptures are the men of GMS. We make it our business to know the whole book. This is why Bishop Nate is finally coming around, and ISUBK, they still don't know what the fuck is going on. At least Bishop Nate is finally coming around. And I won't be surprised if he admits that, no, this is the actual mark of the beast, this is the chip. Don't take it. If he does that, then we can say he's one of the elect. But as it stands, he's not one of the elect, because he's deceiving people. Anyway, we're in the home stretch. Everybody should be on fire with these videos. I don't get up in the morning saying I'm gonna do 3 videos. I'm gonna do 4 videos. I'm gonna do 1 video. I'm gonna do an hour-and-a-half video. Then I'm gonna do some short. If the spirit hits me, I'm making it known by putting it up on video. And like I said, this is a relatively short video because I hit the point. Anyway, shalom, on to the next.